us, inclusion and diversity is all about making the workplace feel inviting for everyone, irrespective of the obvious parameters or dimensions such as gender, but also around sexual orientation, LGBTQ, region, religion, background, neural diversity. Also, groups which otherwise may not necessarily be considered to be part of the mainstream talent pool. And there's also a generational aspect to it now, because today you have a multi-generation workforce. So, how do you create a workplace where Gen Xers like myself can also feel fulfilled and work along with the millennials, the Gen Y, as well as the Gen Z, and possibly some of the baby boomers as well. For us. It's not just about one dimension; it's very multidimensional in the way we look at it. And it's not just about it being the right thing to do from a business perspective. I think it's also the right thing to do from a societal and moral perspective. And research shows that more inclusive workplaces, more inclusive teams are far more innovative and actually deliver better business results, more holistic business results. It's ingrained at various levels. One is from really setting the tone at the top from a leadership level in terms of what we are doing, in terms of the way the leadership shows allyship as well as sponsorship. Secondly, I would say that I talked about the multi-generational aspect. So we've created a very strong program in as part of our various learning interventions of reverse mentoring, of how do you really get some of the Gen Y and Gen Z uh, part of our workforce to reverse mentor some of the more senior colleagues in terms of what is it that is important for them and how do they also stay relevant in the changing times. An element of enabling women leaders, because gender remains a very important criteria in terms of driving diversity. We have some very specific programs aimed at them. All our partner developer programs and leadership development programs actually have external I&D specialists who come and help us sensitize as well as create more awareness about how to break biases, your own unconscious biases, and show up as a sponsor and an ally for more diversity. So all the programs, whether it's a learning intervention, whether it's communication, whether it's just awareness building, are essentially meant at making everyone aware that look, inadvertently or otherwise, because of a lack of this awareness, you can make someone feel excluded. And that sensitization, once it's there with everyone, I think that's how we will be able to build a more sustainable model for an inclusive workplace. At least that's what we try to do in a nutshell. A global trend which we also see a lot in India, so not just KPMG but in the wider industry, which is around unconscious bias. Now, unconscious bias is not a new concept, but I think today what we've tried to take it to the next level by not just getting leaders to talk about and address any biases that they may have and talk about it more and also try to mitigate them. But we're trying to get the entire organization galvanized around this. The other trend is allyship. Again, allyship has been around, but I would say that I think the today it's not just about again leaders or people who are potentially role models in the organization at various levels who are looking at allyship. I think allyship has to again be driven as an organization-wide agenda, because it has to be everyone's part of everyone's game plan and agenda. It can't just be left to leaders. So that's the other trend where you can step up, and it's really a lot about volunteering. I mean, you can be an ally and start and choose your own path in terms of what particular specific area that you want to be ally in. You're looking at doing something for more women in the leadership positions. You're doing something for LGBTQ, or you want to bring in aspects around people with physical disabilities or even neurodiversity. I think that volunteering aspect of allyship is what we're trying to drive again.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.